Gut-wrecking stomach bug mysteriously surges in the U.S. Shalom, shalom. Before I begin this lesson, I want to give all praise, honor, and the glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles, bishop, and elders, a great millstone that rule well, and peace and blessing be multiplied on all you brethren that's teaching this word in all sincerity and in truth. Shalom to the elect, 144,000, and the rest of the elect out there, shalom. I'm the brother Dam Gabar, here with another lesson, Lord willing to edify through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Yahweh Shai. All right, this is going to be a quick lesson on this article here with this new gut-wrecking stomach bug mysteriously surges in the U.S. All right, and this is just more plagues and judgment coming down from the Heavenly Father upon Babylon the Great America. You see? And it's like we're in the seasons of just judgment after judgment, pestilence after pestilence, fires. You got flames of devouring fire. You got pestilences. You got hell. You got the love of many waxing cold. You got the people that are groaning and moaning and complaining. You got Esau crashing out. You got Jake out here crashing out. Everywhere you look, it's just more and more judgment and plagues befalling Babylon the Great as we get closer to the end of this whole, the end of this whole situation, and it's only going to continue to accelerate, and the Lord is going to bring more judgment because the people, are continuously moving in ways that are not pleasing in His sight, and ultimately we're just living in a time of judgment, and the hand of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai falling heavily upon Babylon the Great. So let's read some of this article. It says, an outbreak of a gut-wrecking parasite is plaguing the U.S. as health officials investigate what's driving an increase in cases. The gastrointestinal illness called cyclosporiasis is caused by a microscopic parasite spreading through contaminated food. Not only that, you got that whole what's that shit called? That tick that's going around biting people, making them immune to meat, and we can't put it past this damn devil Esau Edom, dropping this little situation upon the masses, upon the people, because ultimately we're just living in a time of the Lord is just bringing down judgments, man, and like the Lord said, He was going to bring plagues and pestilences, especially to you Israelites, for your rebellion, for your constant idol worshiping, for your disrespect, for your lack of fear of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And ultimately the Lord is going to bring these curses upon Babylon the Great America in their perfection. He's going to plague Egypt with plagues as before. You see, it says this infection typically spreads during the summer months, but some states are seeing a surge in cases beyond the usual reported incidents, raising the question about what's causing the outbreak. I can tell you, it's Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. It's the hand of the Lord, and we're going to start seeing more pestilences and more plagues, more sicknesses, drop and spread amongst His people, as scourges of amendment from the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. It says health officials do not consider cyclosporiasis to be life-threatening. Symptoms, which include explosive or watery diarrhea, can last for a few days or even a month or longer without any treatment, the CDC says. Some symptoms like diarrhea may disappear but then return. It says at least 145 cases across 17 states were officially acquired in the U.S. between May 1st and June 16th. All right, New York has the highest number of reported cases, followed by Illinois and Texas. You see, and this thing could more than likely spread, and the Lord doesn't have to send debilitating plagues and pestilences to destroy you people, but the Lord can just send these little by little as agonizing and annoying type of judgments upon you people. You having blasting watery diarrhea leads to dehydration, and right now we're in the midst of this heat dome. We're in the midst of this heat wave. Imagine you got this stomach bug on top of this heat dome, man. It could be a disastrous combination, So let's read some of this. Where it says, in Michigan, the number of documented cases jumped from 170 on July 1st, which is more than triple the number usually reported in each state to year. All right, but let's go down here. It says, how do you get infected with cyclosporiasis, which is caused by an infection with the parasite Cyclospora Cayetanensis does not transmit person to person. Instead, the condition often spreads from food or water contaminated with feces. Ugh. Yep. Let's read down here. It says, what are the symptoms of the stomach bug? Symptoms of cyclosporiasis can vary from person to person, but they can appear from day to day to weeks after infection. Watery diarrhea is the most common symptom of cyclosporiasis. It says other major symptoms: loss of appetite, weight loss, abdominal cramping, bloating, gas, nausea, fatigue. Less common symptoms include vomiting, body aches, headache, fever, and other flu-like symptoms. You see? But hey, this is just more of a judgment from Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai that's sending this plague over here on Babylon the Great. And mainly it's going to be upon you Israelites, you Jake, you 2/3. And this is just one of many pestilences and plagues that I can see, in the near future that are going to be rampant here in Babylon the Great as as the anger of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai turns up, you see? But this is Ezekiel chapter 7, verse 14. It says, they have blown the trumpet even to make all ready, but none goeth to the battle, for my wrath is upon all the multitude thereof. Talking about Israel. It says, wait till I'm done. Wait till I'm done. Go put that away and wait till I'm done. It says, the sword is without, and the pestilence and the famine within, you see? And these are three things that we know are getting ready to be here in the major way in Babylon the Great in these last days is what? The sword, pestilence, and famine. And it's only a matter of time before it's here in its perfection. And we know it's going to touch a lot of you Israelites, 2/3 of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, as a form of punishment and judgment from the Heavenly Father. You see? It says the sword is without, and the pestilence and the famine within. And these are the things that the Lord does when he's angry and fed up with Jake, when he wants to bring judgment and his wrath upon you. The Lord brings these type of things, Look at this in the NLT. There is war outside the city and disease and famine within. You see? It says that he that is in the field shall die with the sword, and he that is in the city, famine and pestilence shall devour him. You see that? And this is coming for 2/3 of you, Jake, man. Hey, and like I said, and it's only going to get worse. It's only going to intensify. It's only going to become more acute and more fixated upon your rebellion and you wicked ass Jakes out here. It says, but they that escape of them shall escape and be on the mountains like doves of the valleys, all of them mourning every one for his iniquity. All hands shall be feeble, and all knees shall be weak as water. They shall also gird themselves with sackcloth, and horror shall cover them, and shame shall be upon all faces, and baldness upon all their heads. You see? And this is it happened then, and it's going to happen again as a form of judgment. It says, they shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. They shall not satisfy their souls, neither fill their bowels, because it is a stumbling block of their iniquity. You see, and the Lord's getting ready to open up this type of judgment again, because you Israelites and you Jake are moving in the same fashion that brought this same type of judgment upon you back then, and it's the same as now. Because a lot of you are those same spirits and same souls that was then, you're back here now, moving in that same manner, moving in that same spirit, man. And you're getting ready to receive, this same type of judgment from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai all over again. And it's only going to get worse, man. So I just want to do this quick lesson, just showing you that, hey, man, these pestilences and these sicknesses are getting ready to be on the rise, especially as, the wickedness of Jake increases, as the wickedness of Esau increases, as the Lord, speed things up and bring, execute his anger upon this wicked ass society and this wicked country. Things like this are going to be coming in their perfection, man. And you, Jake, are going to be totally, set up to, have to receive these scourges and these judgments, man. So, hey, we'll definitely keep our eye on this, man. I just want to do this quick lesson. I saw this and just thought, hey, man, this is just, the Lord just getting warmed up. But we're going to see more of these type of, pestilences and diseases as things get intensified and as, the anger of the Lord turns up, man. So, hey, with that, shalom.